Last name is Bruce Bowen. Clippers withheld approval. That's quotes around withheld approval on extending TV analyst Bruce Bowen's contract, according to Woj, after Bowen's comments on SiriusXM Radio in June, where he was critical of Kawhi Leonard, saying there was, quote, nothing but excuses going on. Is this a fair play by the Clippers?
It's not, and I say that in part, admittedly, as someone who loves to hear Bruce Bowen talk. He was so great on your radio show. I love Bruce Bowen as a personality. But the reason why I get why this happens is that this is the era we live in. We have Daryl Morey when he was courting Carmelo Anthony, getting a comic book artist to commission drawings of Melo. This is the next step. It's, do you want us to fire those who are critical of you? This is the leverage and the power that a superstar has, even if you have no idea that that superstar truly wants to play for you.
Well, hold on. See, that's the thing that gets me there. Now, there are all kinds of stories about the relationships between the teams and television networks and what guys are or are not allowed to say on their broadcast. Like, you listen to San Antonio broadcast, they say we like you're in Paris, right? Like, that just seems to be the way they've decided they're going to treat this team. Kawhi Leonard does not even play for the Clippers yet.
No.
Like, it's one thing if you wanted to fire Bowen or not bring him back because of being highly critical of a player who was already on the team. This dude doesn't even play there. If he does wind up playing there, you could have Bruce there for a year, but I guess you got to have a new contract. So how do you ultimately play it down the line? This is a bad look for the Clippers.
And it's worth noting that if you go back and read what Bruce Bowen said, yes, Kawhi Leonard and Uncle Dennis specifically may be agitated by the fact that he says that Kawhi Leonard's been getting bad advice, he's a bad teammate, blah, blah, blah. But all of that is well within the pale. Like, let's be clear about something. He's not personally attacking Kawhi in a way that would cause any of our eyebrows in another context to actually raise. He's just saying stuff that everybody in the league, whether you're a player or a coach or a media person, has in some form been saying.
Well, also, at some point, Kawhi Leonard has to deal with the fact that as long as you don't say things, this is what's going to happen. Like, I know he went and he got up there to Toronto. Do you remember there being a press conference that he talked at?
I remember them strategically avoiding a major press conference.
Right. No, at some point, though, man, dude's been in the league for 7 years now. He is a grown man. There is a level of playing the game that he's doing, I think, by not talking to media because they can't use against you what you don't say, except for the fact that they can. In fact, you leave us no choice. At some point, you're going to have to be the one to come in public and talk about what these things are that are going on. Or at the very least, if that's the case, you can't get mad at people when they fill in blanks for you if you're not going to help.
Right. If you're not talking to avoid the perception that you are a diva, but part of that not talking gets dudes fired from other jobs that you're not even involved with, that's some of the most diva stuff I have ever heard of.
Also, I think it's interesting, too. If there's any place I figure my man Bruce could probably go get a job after this, it's probably back in San Antonio, where they will have no problem with you lighting Kawhi on fire every game, even if you're not playing against him.